Welcome to the Fire and the Vision, where clarity meets conviction and revelation meets reality. I'm your host, The Witness.
And I'm the flame, burning with truth, stirring the coals of your spirit. Let's get into it.
Today's episode is about hunger. But not just for food, we're talking about the hunger that drives your life. That deep craving for something more.
The stomach growls, but the soul groans louder. Yahusha, who the world calls Jesus, said it plainly in Matthew 5, verse 6. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they shall be filled.
This isn't casual interest, it's desperate longing. The hunger for righteousness is about more than personal holiness. It's a yearning for the justice, the order, and the will of Yahuwah, who the world calls God, in us and in the world.
But not all hunger leads to life. Romans 16, verse 18 says, They do not serve our Lord Christ, but their own belly.
It's the worship of self, the elevation of appetite to godhood. They use flattering speech to gain, to manipulate.
It's like living in the temple of your own stomach, where desires get offerings, not Yah.
Let's go to John 4, verses 31 through 34. The disciples urged Yahusha to eat, but he said, I have food to eat that you do not know about. My food is to do the will of him who sent me.
That hits. His nourishment wasn't bread, it was obedience. Submission was his sustenance. Mission was his meat.
Then in John 6, verses 53, it says, So Yahusha said to them, Truly, truly, I say to you, unless you eat the flesh of the Son of Man and drink his blood, you have no life in you.
People were scandalized, and they still are. But he was inviting us to feast on his very life. Not physically, but spiritually. To internalize the cross. To eat the bread of heaven and live.
Let's pivot to Paul's warning in Philippians 3, verse 19. Their end is destruction. Their God is their belly, and they glory in their shame.
They worship their urges. They praise what should shame them. Appetite-driven living leads to spiritual ruin.
And in 1 Corinthians 6, verse 13, Paul says, Food is meant for the stomach, and the stomach for food, and Yahuwah will destroy both.
That's temporary fuel. Don't build eternal identity on a decaying craving. The belly will rot. The bread of heaven never does. Don't hunger for what perishes. Hunger for the King. He will fill you with what lasts. Until next time, stay lit, stay watching.
Thanks, Flame. Listener, what's your real craving? Is it recognition, comfort, control? Or is it righteousness in the presence of Yah? That's it for today's episode of The Fire and the Vision. May your hunger be holy and your appetite aligned with the eternal.